Earlier this try, I talked about the game of golf. I talked about the swing and the scoring, but I left out maybe the most important part, putting. So that's what I'll demonstrate here today. First, we'll talk about the different grips. Then we'll move on to the putting stroke technique, and we'll finish off with why this is beneficial for you. For the grips here today, the first one we'll get to is the traditional grip, and all of these are taught to us by golfdigest.com. This grip was famously used by Tiger Woods, and I personally use this grip. It's pretty basic and easy to use. And for this, you want to have you put both your thumbs directly down the handle of the shaft, like this, and then just your hands just automatically rest comfortably on the rest of the handle. The next grip we have is a little odd, but preferred by some players. Is called the cross-handed grip. And for this, you actually have your left hand lower than your right, if you're a right-handed player. And then you have your index finger down the right side, so it's supposed to give you like good balance. And the last grip we have is even stranger yet. It's called the claw, and it's designed to help players from missing short putts. So for this, you have your trail hand grip is the same as like this, but then your right hand would actually go, you hold it like this, as if you're gently holding a handle. You just do the same thing as normal. So then we'll get on to the putting stroke technique. Putting is interesting in the game of golf. So it's a little different than the rest. You can touch the ball for the first time since teeing off. By doing this, you can clean off the ball to achieve the cleanest roll possible. You just want to have a good line for the putt. So when you pick up the ball, you place a ball marker down at the back of it, and then when you're done cleaning it off, you can place it back at the front of the ball. Also, after this, you want to make a good read for the putt. It's an important part of the process. And to make a good read, you want to have a good angle. So you want to get low to the ground, but the only things that are allowed to touch the ground is your feet, your putter head, and a hand if you desire. So a kind of stance, you get down like this guy. I mean, I could do it today, like this, and just read like that. And then once after this, you're ready to make the putt. So you want to have your feet about shoulder width apart, like he shows there, and you want to have the ball in the center of your stance. And then after this, when you get onto it, you want to make sure that you keep your arms connected to the body, like just really emphasize. Like if they become disconnected or you break your wrists, you can mess up your stroke. By doing so, like you maximize your feel, control, and ability to repeat the stroke. By keeping it all connected, you just be able to repeat the same thing. And to finish off, when you actually hit the ball, you want to try to hit it actually about a foot past the hole, so it has good pace on the line you have chosen, and it can never go in if it's short. So. And on to the final point, we'll learn about why this is beneficial for you. As you get older, your muscles and strength fade, but it does not affect putting one bit. If you can putt at a high level, you can always play at a high level. So even if you don't hit the ball as far as others, you can compete with them. A lot of players like to hit the ball far, but in reality, putting is the place where you really lower your score. That's what a lot of professional players will say. So to recap, we talked about different grips and the different types. We moved on to the putting stroke technique, and we finished off with why this is beneficial for you. If you ever plan on taking up golf or you already play, I hope you implement putting into your game. It'll really help you out. Thank you.